going live. I wasn't even trying to go live, and the button accidentally hit me. I was trying to straighten my area out, and it went ahead and clicked me on. So, hey, what's happening, peoples? Um, Top of the morning to you. Like that. Scoot back like there. I can never get my big old head up in here no more. Okay, maybe that's a little better. What's happening? YouTube. Um, well, recording this the next morning over. I wound up zonking out last night. I was trying to make the vid before I passed out, but I guess I was tired. Go down just a little bit more. Okay. Um, yeah. Happy free new comic book free comic book day, and hope the force was with y'all yesterday. Yesterday was May 4th. Um, Me and my ace Boone Ryan, we went up to A1, both two of the locations in Sacramento area, and we came, we saw, and we conquered. So we I got to get this stuff put away. You know me, and we're gonna knock this out like Mike Tyson. Okay. So once again, thanks for joining me, and let's get the show on the road. Okay. Picked up another one of these. You're the villain. DC, you're the villain #1. You see the A1 watermark right there. Happy to have another one. I didn't realize I heard my guy Ryan was saying that Lex Luthor blew himself up in this, so might uh, be somewhat of a key going moving forward. Black Key, what's up, man? How you doing? Top of the morning to you, brother. Thanks for tuning in as always. Um, I think it has something to do with Perpetual. I was watching Jim Comics. I watch Jim Comics a lot. So I think I remember him saying that Perpetua, the new villain, was having something to do with that story, in particular with Lex Luthor. It sounds like it might be key in the future. So put that there. That was a free new comic book day. Let's scoot this back. I like to kind of see the bottom. Yeah, we need to see the top of my head too much. I think that's a little better. I'm just not pushing this back far enough. Okay, we got Star Wars Adventures. Looks like a type of kiddie kind of book. But when we went there, Ron Lim was there signing stuff. It was a little different than last year. Last year, he was openly signing 10 books for free. This year, there wasn't any such advertisement. It seemed more like a commission kind of thing. So my guy Ryan was ahead of me. He bought a print and got some books signed, and I was behind him, and it didn't look like, you know, he was doing the 10 free sigs like last year. And rather than embarrass myself, I kindly casually scooted myself on off the line. But yeah, I was saying all to say they was giving away. You could only grab 5 free books, and he was saying basically grab whatever you want to when you get to the end of the line. We'll just take 5 out of that. You can put the rest back. Well, I grabbed what I wanted to, and he was just like, "Go ahead." So I wound up getting more than 5. Let's put it like that. This is 3 already. This is the punchline #1. I don't say it's whether it's #1 or not, but punchline. I remember seeing this cover, and I thought it might have been key somehow. So I just went ahead and grabbed it. And I did want to grab this for sure. This is Bloodshot #1. Say #1. It's a Bloodshot plus Fallen World prelude story. So it doesn't look like a #1. 19. I don't know. But anyway, shout out to Vin Diesel, Bloodshot. Let's get it moving forward. And one thing I like that they didn't put the stamp there. They didn't do that with any other books, it seems. I wound up getting this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. We were trying to figure out who did this cover, but yeah, then we'll grab this one. Went ahead and grabbed this. I didn't realize Jason Aaron was writing it, but the Avengers #1 plus Savage Avengers. So I got the Savage Avengers in here too as well. Check that out. See what that's about. It doesn't really feel too thick, so I don't know if it's just a little couple of page preview or what have you of the Savage Avengers, but it's in here. So pretty stoked to grab that, and then if nothing else, if all else have failed, all we really wanted to do was grab two for sure free comic book day books, because I tried to watch the free comic book day videos. They have a channel. There was 51 books. I started watching it and I was like, oh, it's 51. I can't do this. And then I called my guy, Comic News Network, and asked him, just what should I be looking out for, man? And he told me one definitely and one maybe. And this one was the maybe because it was a reprint. Only thing that's different was the cover. Of course, I'm speaking on Spawn #1. But it's a Matina cover, and it's a reprint of #1. Spawn's about to get real hot. I'm anticipating, specking, and because of the movies coming out, and we're on the road to 300 now. Todd McFarlane is about to do some really cool homage covers to Amazing Spider-Man 300, like he did way back in the day, kind of mirroring that and honoring that. So yeah, I went ahead and decided, yeah, it's actually a no-brainer. Matina, it's a brand new Matina cover. Who's hot like fire right now. Again, I'm so happy that they left these blank. And yeah, I wish I had gotten two. But yeah, happy to grab this. And last but not least, on the free comic book day grabs, the one that really mattered to me was this the Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man 1. This is where it all starts off with the Carnage stuff. The Venom epic of 2019 starts here. So this is actually Donny Cates writing and Ryan Stegman on the art on the inside. So it's just like a Venom book. It's pretty nice. So yeah, super stoked to grab that. So oops, tear it up, Aaron. Tear it up, yeah. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, went ahead and grabbed this off the shelves. A lot of good stuff on the shelf still that I didn't have before. This is Teen Titans 27. And this guy's name is Roundhouse. He was telling me it's like a maximum card game cartridge. Yeah, it does actually. Aggressively relaxing. What's up? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, I have the whole run of these Alex Garner covers with the Teen Titans, so this is the only one I was missing. Number 27. So I was real happy to find this one for cover. Roundhouse. Pretty stoked to grab that. Then I was super stoked to grab this. I didn't think I'd find it, but I did. A lot left, actually, a few left. Daredevil #4. Super sweet cover. This is a Tedesco cover. And I won't spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but I think this issue is going to be key. With the last panel on the last page. So, yeah, really happy to grab that one as well. Some minor keys, minor current keys, I think. This is Doctor Strange #13. This is would be I guess first appearance of Doctor Strange as the Herald of Galactus, I believe. So So stoked to grab that. Also, really stoked to grab this. I've been hunting this and missing this for a while. I haven't been able to find it. Yesterday it was on a few of them on the shelf. I think, no, these were the last two. And I don't think I found this. I think my guy Ryan found this. And yeah, Winter Soldier #2, first full appearance of RJ. This guy right here. Yeah, so I was really, really stoked to grab this. Hunting, looking for it for a while. Now, speaking of my guy Rye, you guys make sure you go follow him, subscribe. He's a new. I finally, he was on the fence, but I was in his head, in his ear so much. I think he broke down and finally decided to create a channel and Instagram and start showing us some of his awesome content. Um, yeah, I was looking at through his collection yesterday. I was like, man, your collection is just as good, if not better, than mine, man. And, the world needs to see this stuff. The community needs to see this stuff. So, um, convinced him to finally go ahead and make a channel and Instagram page. So follow him. Make sure you guys follow him at That Comic Homie on YouTube and Instagram. I'll put a link in my description below. But yeah, make sure you be on the lookout for him. Not Dat, D-A-T, T-H-A-T, Comic Homie. I think it's either That Comic Homie or That Comic Book Homie. It might be Comic Book Homie. I gotta make sure. But it'll be in the link below. It might be That Comic Book Homie. If it's not That Comic Book Homie, it's That Comic Homie. Either comic book or comic. But yeah, make sure you guys follow him. Click, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Um, uh, real great friend of mine. Um, yeah, make sure you guys show him some love. Show my man some love, y'all. Got this from my LCS. Got it in a pack. So I got one. This is the third printing. I got two. This is the second printing. And I got three. Number three. This is the second printing. Not going for really much. This was doing 10 a couple of days ago. Solid. I dropped down about 7. And these are about cover. But still, I didn't have, at the time, I was going to say I didn't have the set. I didn't have 1 or 2. Only had the first print of number 3. So I figured, why not? Grab these. I think I got them the set for 20. So, yeah, I was happy to have that. And here, let's leave these up here. Segue to all things Naomi world, real quick. I was watching Jim Comics once again, like I always do. And a video a few weeks ago, he was showing this books. A couple weeks ago, I picked this up yesterday as well. We were looking for this, me and my guy Rod. We had saw it and couldn't remember where we saw the info on it. But there is definitely something going on between Naomi, the White Lanterns, Red Cloud, who is Robinson Good, and Superman. And I love, when it's all in the dark and everything's vague. That's super spec time for me. I'm a big spec guy, and when it's super intriguing like this, especially in a major character like Superman, who's been his book overall has been kind of dull or whatever, hasn't been the most popular, kind of slow. But now this is picking it back up with the Naomi possible tie-ins and stuff like that. So in this book, first appearance of Leon. Okay, the character called Leon. Now, she ties into Naomi. Like I said, you guys go ahead and go down the rabbit hole. All things White Lantern is hot right now, I think. I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. Found this yesterday, Justice League number 20. The right side cover, not the left side cover, has John Stewart as a White Lantern. That book is getting kind of hot. I grabbed this one because I think this is another first appearance. I think this is the first appearance of this guy. I think he's a future Superman. Excuse me. I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me. But the right cover with John Stewart as a White Lantern. That's kind of spiking right now. I'll put this back up here. actually first appearance of Leon. And I told you I'm on basically White Lantern and Black Lantern hype because he came back out and saying, maybe it wasn't. Here, let's just do this. All right, this is number 4. I'll show you guys what he showed us. If you're not familiar with Jim Comics, I suggest you get on his line, get acquainted with the man. He knows what he's talking about. But anyway, at the end of this book, as you can see, spec is, as you can see, she opens the box and you can see White Lantern reflection in her eyes, White Lantern symbol. Um, so, um, yeah, that's why I was showing that. So, somebody said that they thought the colors were inverted and it might be the Black Lanterns, actually. And I get it. And that's why he was, Bad Avenger, good morning. Top of the morning to you, brother. Thanks for tuning in, my man. They were saying that they thought that maybe the colors were inverted on that picture I just showed you with the reflection in the eyes, and maybe it was a Black Lantern, but I don't think that's the case. And it was kind of, it's cool with the Black Lanterns and Necron with the Flash number 67, I think you mentioned, and Tales of the Green Lantern Corps number 2 being Necron's first appearance and all that. But the more that I compare those two symbols, because I told you I've been a Black and White Lantern safari. You can see these are Black Lanterns here, and their symbol is a tad bit different. It's not the same as the reflection that it was in Naomi's eyes, especially being that it doesn't have the crescent, half moon crescent. These are, like I said, these are Black Lanterns, though, that's for sure. And they may have something to do with it. But as far as the symbol reflection in Naomi's eyes pertaining to it, I don't believe so. I got that for 50 cents. Got this one for 50 cents, too, at the back issue bin. Again, White Lantern, excuse me, Black Lantern symbol. Um, but I sense, kind of conclusion. I really don't think it's the Black Lanterns that we're looking after. We're looking for White Lanterns. So I'm going to show these. I have this. This is the issue before this first appearance with Leon. You guys are going to want to get this. Trust me. And you guys are going to want to get this too if you don't have it already. Now, this is Action Comics 1005. This is the first appearance of reveal of Robinson Good as the Red Cloud. 105, 106. Okay, you got two. These are basically two key issues. Okay, pertaining to Naomi. All right, trust me. Robinson Good is the lady who's talking at the table with who we believe to be possibly Leon, an older version of Leon with a white stripe in her hair, and she's wearing the crescent moon necklace. So, yeah, 105, 106, first appearance of Leon. And these, if you guys remember these DC Nations, these are the first appearance of Robinson Good, the reporter. I got more than a few. I got like 3 of these. Let's see. Yeah, I got 4 of these. One watermark from A1, as you can see right there, and just 3 regular ones. You can probably still find them for a quarter. I will get them because, like I said, this is Robin Good, his first appearance. And this is her first appearance as a Red Cloud. The reveal is a Red Cloud. And you checked Naomi spread in Harley 57. No, I'm actually afraid to open that book. I will though. I will. I know what I know what you're talking about. That's the one we were speaking on the last vid, I believe. But yeah, I'm actually going to do that now because now that you mentioned it twice, now I'm sure it might have something to do with the story. But yeah, this is Robinson Good, the reporters, because gosh, I'll just show this to you guys. What the heck? I don't really like opening my books, but I'm pretty careful. Let's see here. I'll show you guys what Jim Comics showed me. Each one teach one. Pass it along, right? Let's see here if I can find it. Okay. Hold on. Give me a minute, folks. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so here was the lady I was talking about. This a lady with a stripe in her hair who we believe to be an older version of Leon, I'm thinking. And you see she has the crescent moon, right? Symbol. It's part of the White Lantern symbol. This is Robinson Good. She's talking to the reporter. I showed you guys that first appearance in DC Nation. This one right here. Okay. And you see both of them here talking at the table. Okay. And this is the car that's on the front of Action Comics #1 that Superman's holding out. So something is tying in with Superman, um, Leon here, um, Naomi, and Robinson Good. Let me see if I can find the earlier picture with her. Hold on real quick. Might be a little before. Bear with me, peoples. Just bear with me, please. Okay, hold on one second. It must be more towards the beginning. It was an earlier shot of them flying through the air, and I don't see it right now. But if you watch Jim Comics video, it's his video. Actually, you'll see this on the little photo of videos. You'll see this. This will be on the front. That's the video you want to watch. I can't find it right now, and I don't want to hold you guys too long. But yeah, he might be able to explain it a little better than I am doing right now. But yeah, this definitely is key. Like I said, first appearance in the Leon, who is basically sitting at the table with Robinson Good. This is the next issue, 106. Oh, excuse me. This is the issue before, previous issue with Red Cloud reveal. Robinson Good is Red Cloud. So the reporter is actually a hero too. Yeah, these are all key. This one's key, 25 cents. I'm sure you can still grab it. This one is key as her first appearance. This is Robinson Good's first appearance. Robinson Good's reveal as Red Cloud, first appearance, and then this is the first appearance of Leon. And these are all seeming to be tied into Naomi. So yeah, I would get them while the getting is good, y'all. So yeah, that's enough about that. Oh, and I found these in my back issues. Another this is a Black Lantern. As you can see, the symbol's a bit different. No crescent moon, as opposed to you see Sinestro here turned into White Lantern. This book is actually spiking. It wasn't doing anything. Now it's starting to do about 11, 15 bucks, somewhere around there. But yeah, start to. Not many sales, but you can see this is the symbol that was in her eyes. So it's a White Lantern symbol. I'm pretty sure you could tell this is a Black Lantern symbol. A little different. This doesn't have the crescent moon in it as opposed to this one. So I believe Naomi has something to do with the White Lanterns for sure. Yeah, I mean, I just love the spec aspect of it. Now get to the. We're almost done here, kids. Found this yesterday for $2.50. Now I did have a dog ear at the top. All the back issues were half off. So this at $5. It was $2.50. I found another Eternals there. This is Eternals. Found another one there. I'm thinking it was number 13. Now it was for $9. Okay. Now I was pretty much blown my load, and had no more money. I think I think I was trying to make sure I had $3 to go grab something to eat for lunch. So if I had got the $9 one, would have got it to $9.90. For it would have been $4.45, and I wouldn't be able to get that lunch that I was looking for. So I grabbed a cheaper book And it turns out this is nothing significant. It's Eternals #6, and it had a dog ear, and it was so brittle that when I tried to bend it back, it just snapped right off. So as you can see, my edge got kind of sliced right there. Yeah, it's only 250, no biggie, but cool to have a another early Eternals book for next to nothing. So I'm not mad. I'm mad, but I'm not that mad. But when I went home, looked at the issue that I put back, #13. I didn't know my phone wasn't working in there. That actually turned out to be key, going for about $20. So kind of dropped the ball on that one. But it was a good, successful day in itself. So I'm not mad. I found another one of these for cover. Uh, Deadpool #10, first appearance of Goodnight. And from what I understand, it may be a cameo of Major X as well. What do you think about Action Comics 106? Oh, uh, 106. Uh, I think that's the one. Yeah, I'm not really feeling his Superman covers. If that's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, yeah, because my buddy got one. Yeah, I love the spec game, man. Black Key. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that Francis Manipul cover B. He does some good work sometimes. He's kind of hit or miss for me, honestly. But yeah, for some reason, I wasn't really feeling those. And oh yeah, okay. I was thinking that was like it's a regular one, Adam Hughes, but it's Sook, Ryan Sook, I think. Yeah, so I'll grab another one of these. This might be they kind of listed as a cameo of Major X, so I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I know it's the first appearance of Good Night. Happy to have a double of this. So yeah, for covering, especially when this book goes for about 12-15. So yeah, um, and then I was super stoked to grab this. On the way down there, me and my guy was talking about it. Okay, I like that aggressively. Um, and he said, so crazy that it's being speculated on. Yeah, especially with Angelina Jolie joining the fray, that got a real big boost. I like that. People think I'm joking, but Marvel Dragon Man is going to be a thing to get first issue now. Okay, you know me, man. I got to get the #1s. You can never go wrong with grabbing the #1s at the very least. Uh, and then me and my guy, we was down there talking about it. We was asking if I grabbed one. I was like, you know, death issues really don't do, you know, all that. They can, but they really don't. I mean, sometimes I guess it's hit or miss. But we kind of talked about it a little more, and he said I was doing double cover and stuff like that. So when we got down there, actually wound up finding it. Um, I grabbed 2 copies, and I found out, hey, man, these things is doing $15 easy. I think I've seen it maybe even a couple of 20s up there. Walking Dead 191. So I guess it's the death of Rick, I think. Uh, yeah, I was super stoked to grab this. Uh, Even more stoked to find out, that it's hot right now. Hot like fire. So yeah, grab 2 of them bad boys. Shit, got them in a full bag and a mile like 2 already. Standard size, you got to keep that white border. We don't want as snug as a bug in the rug, because especially with my clumsy ass, be dropping stuff. That's instant bluntation. We don't want that. We don't want the blunting of the books, peoples. We want them sharp. We want them L7 all the way around. Square, stay sharp. Okay? And is this is it right here. I'm gonna have to move this stuff out the way. Oh, I might have showed you. Did y'all get a peek at that? Uh-huh. Gotta keep it real greasy around here. All right. I knew that they was having a sale. I thought it'd be a little more, but I saw it was 30% off, and then They had a couple of more issues up there. It was these three. It was this one and two more. And I wanted to get the whole lot. It was 30% off. So I could have saved $24 off this one or saved 36 off all three. And if I did the 36 off all three, then I probably wouldn't have been able to grab these other. I wouldn't have been able to grab this because I grabbed it at the same store. So I just decided to make a run on the key book and save 24 and get the rest of what I needed. And this beautiful modern day Grail book would be. Let's check it out here. Oh, it was listed for 80. Wound up getting it for 56. So Mortal Hulk #2 for $56. Primo. And I'm super stoked because this book is all the rage right now. Hey, not fairly certain why, because it's not like Dr. Fry is a hugely popular character. But man, I'm super stoked. Let me read some of these comments. Oh wow, that's awesome, Black Key. That's good to know. I think the Journey into Mystery Annual #1 is the sleeper. It's rumored that Hercules will make his MCU debut in the Eternals. Wow. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Bad Avenger. Man, I hope you get better real soon. Theraflu. I don't know if it's that kind of sickness, but Theraflu, as hot as you can take the water, man. It'll be right as rain in 12 hours. No BS. Get all that expectorant mess up and out you if you got that kind of stuff. Uh, hmm, I like that. See, I like it when it's like that. It's not that easy to find in really good shape. That makes the hunt all that more sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up on that, guys. Good looking out. I seriously, I was in the dark on that. I'm not knowing. I'm knowing now though. Yeah. So, y'all, man, I'll go to 35 minutes just to keep it. Yeah, I like to keep it. Somebody's at my door. Um, like to keep it even. But yeah, yeah, I'm pretty ecstatic, man. For this, I was happy to find this. Obviously, that's #1. But I was super stoked to grab these um, as well. It's hot issue, two of them, especially when the price is spiking. Another one of these bad boys, uh, which is always nice. And let's put this back in here. Um, yeah, I'm really digging on that Naomi speculation with uh, Leon and uh, you know Action Comics, Robinson Good, Red Cloud, Leon, Superman, White Lanterns. It's going down. Yeah, that there. Oh yeah. So like I said, if you guys can find stuff like this, anything that's blatantly White Lantern, I think it's spiking. This was doing like $1.67 3 days ago. Now all of a sudden it shot up to 15. So people is they starting to understand. There's a few of us on point out there. But like I said, this is I guess there was a box that they opened up, and the reflection in the box is what, like I said, the reflection in the Naomi's eyes. It's White Lantern symbol. You see the crescent. So yeah, you guys, aggressively relaxing, Bad Avenger, Black Key, y'all's my guys, man. Much love. Thank you for tuning in as always. I appreciate you. Can't say it and stress it enough. Make sure you guys follow my guy Rye at that comic book homie. I'm pretty sure it's comic book. That comic book homie. Uh, that THAT comic book homie. HOMIE. I'll put a link in my description just to make sure. Oh, Black Key, that's good. I'm glad you got him, man. I think it's going to be something in the future. I'm telling you. I hope you guys get this too. 105 and 106. Uh, First, Red Cloud, Robinson Good as Red Cloud reveal, and this is the first Leon. Two key figures in this Naomi thing coming up. And of course, if you guys can find this, this is Robinson Good's first appearance, period. Sitting at the table with Leon, Superman, Action Comics #1 is going down. You guys, hey, uh, thanks for tuning in. Tune in again, my friends. Once again, until then, it's your man AM Comics Most Wanted. Each one teach one. Tell your friends about me, and y'all stay hunting them down. All right. And make sure you check the description too. I'm gonna put a link in just in case I'm not saying it right. Follow my guy Rye at that comic book homie here on Instagram, here on YouTube, and as well on Instagram. You got an Instagram page up too. So all my best, y'all. Keep hunting them down, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.